It's in the Pyrenean Mountains that the path of a Kyrgyz cyclist crosses that of a tall blonde Belgian man, a cyclist too. As we say here, it's a Belgian funny story. She is Elvira, he is Christian. For many years their heart swings from his country to hers. They will connect them on a tandem. I have pain here, I have pain there. It's already quite true for us. We welcome the innovative idea of electric bikes on the Sun Trip. Our 15-year-old tandem is equipped with electrical assistance and a good battery. On the trailer, we attach the solar panels. As in the steps, there are no electric plugs. Our solar tandem was born. We became members of a great nomadic family. The penny farthing writes the first pages of the book towards people and country. In France, it's raining, just as in Belgium. The sun reappears in the Rhone River Valley. The French people keep on impressing us with their warm welcomes. A storm over the Bouchard Lake marks the beginning of our relation to the Sun Trip family. The Sun Trip, a world first, a solar bike rally from France to Kazakhstan, with a free course between a departure and an arrival point. Each team has total autonomy. We are 31 participants from 7 different countries. Our Belgium-Kyrgyzstan team is not racing, but focusing on discovery. Go, go, always beyond, higher, in the French Alps. Italy is welcoming us with fresh snow walls, 7 meters high, biodegradable. The Po River Valley is under crushing heat, with 47 Celsius degrees. Mountains in all their glory make us forget our suffering. We seek refuge in the Dolomites Mountains, where we breathe fresh air and the warmth Italian hospitality. Austria leads us delicately to the Slavic countries. Croatia is organizing feasts and parties to mark their entry in the European Union. Surprise! Sylvain, a visually impaired sun tripper, is joining us here. We bring together our technical and physical capacities to ride together, sharing a lot of fun. Honey and watermelons are our staple. Welcome to Romania, a sentence heard each time we met someone in this country. The Danube River seduces us with his narrow waist between the cliffs, under the mindful eyes of Decebalus, king of Dacia. He gave his name to a well-known Romanian car. The steppe starts to appear, although we're not yet in Central Asia. Here are the people of the Romanian steppe. Our tandem suffered a lot. We decide to revamp it. A few steps in Moldavia. And here is the delta of the Danube River in Ukraine. Under the watchful eye of Lenin, the Orthodox Church grows with sumptuousness. Regarding the road and their maintaining, well, that's something else. In order to repair our trailer, we end up in the colonel's office. The witnesses of medieval and modern wars are present. On the road, thanks to the work of men and women, on the land and on the sea, we are fed abundant and delicious food. Russian army officer Frenchman de Volant ordered to build the harbor in Odessa, the Black Sea equivalent of Marseilles. Ukrainian cyclists learned about the sun trip on the internet. They mobilized to welcome the participants going through their town. Elvira can now speak Russian, and the conversations never end. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Who are you? Why? How? Questions and answers from all sides. The Great Russia is opening its doors to us. At the 11th border of our trip, it's the first time we must show our visa. We're baffled by the modernism and dynamism of Rostov-on-Don. the local market, produce is very fresh. On the road to the steppes, we are arriving in southern Russia, in Kalmykia. This former nomad nation descends from Mongols and are the only European people of Buddhist faith. An alembic distillates fermented milk to produce alcohol. In Elista, the capital, we feel like we are in Tibet. But the Second World War monument reminds us that we are in Russia. Our path crosses that of a brilliant Québécoise, Annick-Marie, only solo woman on the Sun trip. We ride together for a while, touched with joy. We are in total awe with the art of recycling. The winds can be both our best friends and our worst enemies. Hey there! Are you still there, my iron horse? A salted lake tells us that we are near the famous Volga, the Russian river. In Askarveken, the people mirror the great tumultuous history of the city. Here, we find a host for our tandem. The delta of the Volga is covered with lotus flowers. During the Great Famine of the World War II, people survived eating their seeds. A miracle on the shores, the reconstitution of the former Mongol capital, built by Genghis Khan's grandson. A young Russian couple takes part in couch surfing. They found resourceful ways to resolve our battery's electronic failure. Kazakhstan, the country where horses run free with camels and under the eagles. From the soil, houses spurt out, using low energy and filled with joyful kids.
Entrez!
Ça sonne creux là. Et entrez, il y a de la place pour tout le monde.
Rain is rare here, but paints the steppe with bright colors. A magnificent explosion of colors follows. But mosquitoes make our daily life hell. An unusual sight in the steppe's dust, a beautiful Kazakh wedding. We are very tired, but gain strength by drinking fermented camel milk. Mommy is finishing Daddy's new garage. We carry on our road at our own rhythm. The distance grows between villages. The Ural River is a geographical border between Europe and Asia. We are now in Central Asia. Cold came from Siberia. We must find a covered shelter. It's sometimes hard. But the warm hospitality and the kindness of locals fill our hearts. Thanks to our GPS beacon and the Suntrip website, people can follow our trip live from the start. Oil is the country's main source of wealth and improves quickly the lifestyle and economy. In northern Kazakhstan, the land contains almost all of Mendeleev's table of elements, and life is organized around open-air mines. September is the hunting and the harvest season. Everybody gives a hand. Go, go in the flowery steppes. Beautiful capital Astana awaits. We arrive in the central plaza. Another miracle, a wedding on bikes. The newlyweds see us as a good omen. Seeing a tandem couple who survived such a trip, our solar tandem is a lucky charm. We are the oldest crossing the finish line, and we are proud to bring to an end the beautiful story of the sun trip. Even the ambassador came to greet us. Have you seen where they've been? All that! Yeah! Solar tandem, flowing.